హలో ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు బయాలజీ బిగినర్స్. ఈరోజు మనం చెప్పబోయే చాప్టర్ ఏంటంటే డైవర్సిటీ ఇన్ లివింగ్ వరల్డ్. వాట్ ఈజ్ లివింగ్? ఇందులో కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏవేవి ఉన్నాయంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ లివింగ్, బయోడైవర్సిటీ, నీడ్ ఫర్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్, 3 డొమైన్స్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్, టాక్సానమికల్ సిస్టమాటిక్స్, కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ స్పీసీస్ అండ్ టాక్సానమికల్ హైరార్కీ, బైనామియల్ నామెన్క్లేచర్, టూల్స్ ఫర్ స్టడీ ఆఫ్ టాక్సానమీ, మ్యూజియమ్స్, నెక్స్ట్ Zoos, herbarium, botanical garden, 5 kingdom classification, salient features and classification of Monera, protista and fungi into major groups, that is lichens, virus and viroids, salient features and classification of plants into major groups, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms, 3 to 5 salient and disgusting features and at least 2 examples of each category, angiosperm classification of 2 class, characteristic feature and example. Okay, next. Theophrastus, he was a Greek philosopher and a scientist born in the city of Stagira, Chalkidike of classical Greek. His father died when Aristotle was a child. At 18, he joined Plato's Academy in Athens and remained there until the age of 37. His written cover many subjects including physics, biology, zoology, metaphysics, poetry, politics, and government. Shortly after Plato died, Aristotle left Athens and the rest of Philip and Macedon tuttored Alexander the Great. Aristotle was the first genuine socialist in history, and every scientist is in his debt. He is regarded as father of biology and zoology. He first classified plants into 2 groups, herbs, shrubs, and trees. Theophrastus, he was a Greek native of Eros in Lesbos, where the successor to Aristotle. He came to Athens at a long age and initially studied in Plato's school. After Plato's death, he attached himself to Aristotle. He is often considered as the father of botany for his works on plants. The interest of Theophrastus was wide-ranging, extending from biology and physics to ethics and metaphysics. His 2 surviving botanical works inquiring into plants, Historia Plantarum in the cause of plants, were an important influence on the Renaissance science. He classified plants into herbs, undershrubs, shrubs, and trees. He also gave the name annual, biennial, and perennial to plants. Theophrastus is also known as father of ancient plant taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus, he is also known as the Carl von Linné. He was a Swedish botanist, physician, and geologist who formalized the modern system of naming organisms called binomial nomenclature. He is known by the epithet father of modern taxonomy. Many his writings were in Latin, and his name is rendered in Latin as Carolus Linnaeus, abbreviation Linn. Linnaeus received most of his higher education at Uppsala University and began giving lectures in botany there in 1730. He published a first edition of his Systema Naturae in the Netherlands. He then returned to Sweden, where he became professor of medicine and biology at Uppsala University. Next, Ernst Mayr, born on 5th July 1904 in Kempten, Germany. Ernst Mayr, the Harvard University evolutionary biologist, who has been called the Darwin of the 20th century, was one of the 100 greatest scientists of all time. Mayr joined Harvard's Faculty of Arts and Science in 1953 and retired in 1975. Assuming the title Alexander Agassiz Professor of Zoology Emeritus, throughout his nearly 80-year career, his research spanned ornithology, taxonomy, geography, evolution, systematics, and the history and philosophy of biology. He almost single-handedly made the origin of species diversity the central question of evolutionary biology that is today. He also pioneered the currency accepted definition of the biological species. Mayr was awarded the 3 prizes widely regarded as the triple crown of biology, the the Baljan Prize in 1983, the International Prize for Geology in 1994, and Crawford's Prize in 1999. Mayer died at the age of 100 in the year 2004. Next. Taxonomy. Taxis means arrangement, nomos means law. This word was proposed by A.P. de Candolle in the book Theories Elementaris de la Botanique, Theory of Elementary Botany. Branch of biology dealing with identification, nomenclature and classification of organism is called taxonomy. Taxonomy includes study of following points: identification, nomenclature, classification. A process by which an organism is recognized from the other by already known organisms and is assigned to a particular taxonomic group is called identification. Nomenclature, naming of an organism according to international scientific rules is called nomenclature. A process by which any organism is grouped into convenient category on the basis of some easily observed characters. To study all these points, characters of organisms are necessary to be used, so use of characters for description of organisms is called characterization. Systematics. The term systematics was given by Linnaeus. The word systematics is derived from Latin word systema, which means systematic arrangement of organisms. Linnaeus uses Systema Naturae as a title of his publication. The term systematics refers to diversity of organisms and their evolutionary relations. Systematics include identification, nomenclature, classification, and evolutionary relation between organisms. Note: in modern taxonomic studies, taxonomists use external and internal structures along with the structures of a cell, developmental processes, and ecological information of organism. Types of taxonomy: cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy. The use of cytological characters of plants in classification or in solving taxonomical problems are called cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is based on cytological information like chromosomal number, structure, and behavior, etc. Chemotaxonomy, it is based on a chemical consistency of a plant. The basic chemical compounds used in chemical chemotaxonomy are alkaloids, carotenoids, tannins, polysaccharides, nucleic acids, fatty acids, amino acids, aromatic compounds, etc. Some information. Practical significance of taxonomy is identification of unknown organism. Maximum biodiversity is found in tropic rainforest. Second, maximum diversity is found in coral reefs. The number of species that are known and described range between 1.7 to 1.8 million. This refers to biodiversity or the number and types of organisms present on Earth. Next. Nomenclature. There is a need to standardize the naming of a living organism, so the universe naming system is developed. And binomial nomenclature given by Carolus Linnaeus. Linnaeus used this nomenclature system for the first time on large scale and proposed scientific names of many plants and animals. Linnaeus is the founder of binomial nomenclature. Linnaeus proposed scientific names of plants in his book Species Plantarum. It was published in 1st May 1753. So this was the initiation of binomial nomenclature for plants. So any name proposed for plants before this date is not accepted today. Linnaeus proposed scientific names of animals in his book Systema Naturae, 10th episode. This 10th episode of Systema Naturae was published on 1st August 1753. So initiation of binomial nomenclature for animals is believed to be started on 1st August 1758. IUBN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, collection of rules regarding scientific nomenclature of plants is known as ICBN. ICBN was first accepted in 1961. Main rules of ICBN. According to binomial system, name of any organism consists of two components or words: genetic name, specific name. That means name of the genus. Solanum tuberosum, generic name, specific name. Mangifera indica. In plant nomenclature, tautonyms are not valid. Generic name and species name should not be same in plants. Mangifera. But tautonyms are valid in animal nomenclature. That is IUCN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Naja, Indian cobra, Rathas, rat. First letter of generic name should be in capital letter and the first letter of species letter should be in small letter. When written with free hand or typed, then generic name and specific name should be separately underlined but during printing, name should be italics to indicate their Latin origin. Name of the scientist who first proposed or described nomenclature should be written in short abbreviation form after the specific epithet Mandifera indica lin. Name of the scientist should be neither underlined nor in italics but written in Roman letters, simple alphabets. Scientific name should be derived from Latin usually or Greek languages because they are dead language. Types, specimen, herbarium sheets of newly discovered plants should be placed in herbarium. Biological classification, the art of identifying distinctions among organisms and placing them into groups that reflect their most significant features and relationship is called biological classification. The purpose of biological classification is to organize the vast number of known organisms into categories that could be remembered and studied easily. Types of binomial nomenclature: practical classification and artificial classification. Practical classification: in this type of classification, plants are classified on the basis of their economic importance or human use. This classification is known as earlier system. Oil yielding plants are coconut, walnut and soya bean. Medical plants are Rauwolfia, cinchona, eucalyptus, turmeric and ginger. Species yielding plants are turmeric, ginger and clove. Note: in this classification, any one plant can be member of more than one plant. Turmeric, multi-uses plants, it gives both medicines and species. Artificial classification: in this type of classification, plants are classified on the basis of one or few superficial morphological characters, that is, overall morphology is not considered. For example, classification proposed by Linnaeus is artificial. Linnaeus classified plant kingdom on the basis of stem and mainly into 24 classes. Note: in this book, Genera Plantarum, Linnaeus classified the plant kingdom into 24 classes on the basis of stem, and so classification of Linnaeus is called sexual classification. Linnaeus divided phanerogams, gymnosperms and angiosperms into 23 classes, and he includes other plants such as algae, fungi, mosses, hypotheres, bryophytes and ferns, pteridophytes in a separate class called Critogamia. In this system, equal weightage is given to both vegetative and reproductive characters. Natural classification: in this type, plants are classified on the basis of their complete gross morphological characters of stem, root, leaves, flowers, etc. Natural classification is believed to be best classification because it represents the natural affinities, similarities of and dissimilarities of plants, that is, it represents the interrelationship among plants. In natural classification, more weightage is given to flora or sexual character present. They are more conservative characters in comparison to vegetative characters. In this classification, the plants belonging to the same group show many similarities, while in artificial classification, the plants belonging to the same group show only one or two similar characters. They have many dissimilarities also. Natural classification is of two types: natural non-phylogenic, natural phylogenic. Natural non-phylogenic, in this classification, the phylogeny of plants is not considered, that is, or the gross morphology of the plants is considered. In this classification, both gross morphology and phylogeny are considered. Phylogenic classification Phylogenic classification, the plants are arranged on the basis of their evolution. Lamarck proposed the term phylogeny. Darwin's theory, Charles Darwin gave detailed explanation of phylogeny in his book Origin of Species, 1859. It was most popular book of its time. Thallophyte, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm, most advanced plants. Note: phylogenic classification is also known as cladistic classification. Pheneric classification or numerical classification. In this, plants are classified on the basis of number of similar and dissimilar. This classification easily carried out by using computers, and it is based on all observable characters. In this classification, number and codes are assigned to all the characters and the data are prepared and processed. Those organisms which have maximum similarities are placed in same group. In this way, characters is given equal importance, and at the same time hundreds of characters could be considered. Note, in this classification, importance to any one character is not given. All characters have same importance, while in natural classification, floral, that is reproductive characters have more importance than vegetative, root, stem and leaf characters. Taxonomical category. Biggest category: kingdom, division, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Smallest category is a basic unit. There are 7 main taxonomic categories. There are obligate or essential or broad categories. They are slightly used at the time of any plant classification. There are some extra or subcategories like subdivision and suborder, subfamily, etc. They are used only when they are needed. Classification of mango. Classification of wheat. Plantae, Angiospermia, Dicotyledone, Sapindales, Anacardiaceae, Mangifera indica. Plantae, Angiospermia, Monocotyledonaceae, Poaceae, Triticum aestivum. Taxa, single taxon, taxa, single taxon. Okay. The classification of any plant or animal written in descending order. Hierarchy: descending or ascending arrangement of taxonomical categories is known as hierarchy. Species is smallest taxonomic category and basic unit of classification. Note, as we go higher from the species to kingdom, number of common characters decreases. Lower the taxon, more the characters that the members within the taxon share. Higher the category, greater is the difficulty of determining the relationship to the other taxa at the same level. Suffix for taxa: taxon, division, phyta, class, Opsida or Phyceae, order, ALES, family, Acaceae. Note, there is no suffix for genus and species and kingdom. Classification is not a single step process but involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a rank or category. Since the category is a part of the overall taxonomical arrangement, it is called the taxonomical category, and all categories together constitute the taxonomic hierarchy. Each category referred to as the unit of classification in fact refers a rank, and it is commonly termed as taxon. Species. Taxonomic studies consider the group of individual organisms with fundamental similarities as a species. One should be able to distinguish one species from the other closely related species based on the distinct morphological difference. Genus. Genus comprises a group of related species which has more characters in common in comparison to species of other genera. Each genus may have one or more than one species epithet representing different organisms but having morphological similarities. For example, Solanum tuberosum potato, Solanum melangina brinjal and Solanum nigrum monkai are 3 different but related species. Hence, they all belong to the same genus Solanum. Family. Family has a group of related genera with still less number of similarities are compared to the genus and species. Families are considered on the basis of both vegetative and reproductive features of plant species. But reproduction or sexual or floral characters are used mainly. For example, 3 different genera Solanum, Petunia and Datura are involved in the family Solanaceae. Order has a group of related families with still less number of similarities as compared to family. Genus and species are extinct exhibit a few similar characters only. For example, plant families like Convolvulaceae, Solanaceae are included on the order Polymoniales, mainly based on the floral or reproductive or sexual characters. Class includes organisms of related orders having less similarities than order. Division includes all organisms belonging to different classes having a few common characters. Note, orders and other higher taxonomical categories are identified on the basis of aggregates of characters. Organism with their taxonomical category. Man, Homo sapiens, Homo hominidae, Primata, Mammalia, Chordata. Housefly, Musa Musa domestica, Musa musidae, Diptera, Insecta, Arthropoda. Mango, Mangifera indica, Mangifera, Anacardiaceae, Sapindales, Dicotyledone, Angiosperm. Wheat, Triticum aestivum, Triticum Poaceae, Poales, Monocotyledonea, and Angiosperm. Taxonomical aid. Biologists have established certain procedures and techniques to store and preserve the information as well as the specimen. Some of these are explained to help you understand the usage of these aids. Herbarium or dry garden. Herbarium is a storehouse of collected plant specimens that are dried, pressed, and preserved on sheet. Standard size of herbarium sheet is 11.5 into 16.5 inches. Further, these sheets are arranged according to the universally accepted system of classification. These specimens, along with their descriptions on herbarium sheets, becomes a storehouse or repository for further use. The herbarium sheets also carry a label providing information about the date and place of the collection, English, local and botanical names, family, collectors' names, etc. Herbariums also serves as a quick referral systems in taxonomical studies. Botanical gardens. These specialized gardens have collection of living plants. For reference, plant species in these gardens are grown for identification purpose, and each plant is labeled indicating its botanical scientific name and its family. The famous botanical garden are Kew, England, Indian Botanical Garden, Howrah, India, and at National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow, India. Museums. Biological museums are generally set up in educational institutions such as schools and colleges. Museums have collection of preserved plants and animal specimens for study and reference. Specimens are preserved in the container or jars in preservative solution. Plants and animal species may also be preserved as dry specimens. Insects are preserved in insect boxes after collection, killing, and pinning. Larger animals like birds and mammals are usually stuffed and preserved. Museums often have collection of skeletons of animals too. Zoological parks. These are the places where wild animals are kept in protected environment under human care and which enable us to learn about their food habitat and behavior. All animals in a zoo are provided as far as possible the conditions similar to their natural habitats. Children love visiting these parks, commonly called zoos. Key is used for identification of plants and animals based on the similarities and dissimilarities. A booklet containing a list of characters and their alternates which are helpful in identification of various taxa. The keys are based on the contrasting characters, generally in a pair called couplet. It represents the choice made between the two opposite options. This results in acceptance of only one or rejection of that other. Separate taxonomic keys are required for each taxonomic category such as family, genus and species for identification purpose. Each statement of couplet in a key is called lead. Keys are generally analytical in nature. Catalog. It is a small booklet which gives account for books related to botanical titles and or of special values in taxonomic studies. Catalog are often necessary to know about full name of author and their publication. A list that enumerates methodically at the species found in an area with brief description aiding identification. Flora. It contains the index name and actual account of habitat and distribution of plants of a particular area. Manuals. These are useful in providing information for identification of names of species found in an area. Monograph. These contain information on any one taxon. Species concept. John Ray proposed the term and concepts of species. He described more than 18,000 plants and animals in his book Historia Generalis Plantarum. Biological concepts of species. Ernst Mayr Darwin of 20th century proposed the biological concepts of species. When species is determined on the basis of interbreeding, then called biological species. A group of individuals which can naturally interbreed and produce fertile progeny is called biological species. This concept cannot be applied in case of protozoans, bacteria, mycoplasma and blue-green algae because they do not exhibit sexual reproduction. Taxonomic concepts of species. When a species is determined on the basis of morphological character, it is called taxonomic species. A group of individuals having fundamental morphological similarities is known as taxonomic species. These concepts of species can explain species in case of eukaryotes, plants and animals. Note: since conventional taxonomic methods are not suitable to describe species in case of microbes like prokaryotes, bacteria, mycoplasma, blue-green algae. Hence, many biochemicals and biomolecular studies are used to identify them as species. Golden key points. Word taxonomy was proposed by A.P. Dekandoli. Practical significance of taxonomy is identification of unknown organism. It was Linnaeus who for the first time used binomial nomenclature at large scale. ICBN was accepted in 1961. In practical classification, plants are classified on the basis of their economical importance. In artificial classification, plants are classified on the basis of one or two morphological characters. In natural classification, plants are classified on the basis of their gross morphology. In phonetic classification, plants are classified on the basis of number of similar and dissimilarities. Species is the smallest taxonomic category and basic unit of classification. Each rank or taxon in fact represent a unit of classification. These taxonomic groups or categories are distinct biological entities and are not merely morphological aggregates. Herbarium sheets are arranged in a universally accepted system of classification. In museums, insects are pressed in insect box after collecting, killed and pinned. Term systematics was derived from this was the bits. Okay.